Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Conquests of Camelot from Sierra Online. Let's go ahead and see the intro. My lord king, look upon your stronghold Camelot. By strength of spirit, skill of sword, and quickness of mind, you have built a kingdom that could live in legends. Although it doesn't look much like a 6th century Celtic fortress. Beneath your firm and wise hand, the warring tribes of the Celts, Saxons, Jutes, and Angles have been brought under control and foreign marauders driven from the shores. Of course there's the Picts up north, but who cares about them? Your queen is the beautiful Guinevere, who loves you and whom you love dearly. Yet you know that her deepest and most passionate love is reserved for your greatest knight, Sir Lancelot. And because Lancelot is chivalrous, brave, and a true friend, you do nothing to bring harm to him or your queen. Instead, you suffer in silence. And stand between them so that they can't, touch each other, because that would be terrible. Sharing the round table with you are noble warriors of the realm, Lancelot, Kai, Ector, Gareth, Percival, Gawain, Galahad, and many others. Some of whom may have been actual Welsh people and others were added later, and you can tell by their French names. Looking at you, Lancelot. Looking at you. Late arrival to the story. And I am Merlin, advisor, mentor, and, as some would have it, wizard, though my true nature remains a secret known only to the ancient gods and me. I don't know why I'm talking about the ancient gods, considering that you're a Christian, you hate the ancient gods, because they're false and blah blah blah, but hey, they're the ones who gave me the power. I must speak to you now of dark truths. The forbidden love of Guinevere and Lancelot has cast a blight upon your soul, and in so doing has put a curse upon your kingdom. Because the gods are dicks. Oh, come on, it's just low tide. There's a storm moving in, it's low tide. Just wait 12 hours, everything will be fine. The fruit has withered on the vine, grain dies of disease, while springs and wells turn foul. Your people cry out to you for a miracle! But of course you're just a worldly king, so you can't provide miracles. Sucks to be you, peasants! Just wait, one of them will complain about watery tarts not being a good basis for a form of government. It's only a model. Alright, who built the model of volcano with the baking soda in it? A vision of the Holy Grail covered in a white cloth appeared to you in your time of need. 3 of your greatest knights went forth to seek it. Sir Gawain, Sir Lancelot, and Sir Galahad. The rest of the knights are just lazy bums. Gawain, Lancelot, and Galahad have not returned. The search must now fall to you, and during this search you will be sorely tested in physical, moral, and spiritual strength. Because it's not like you have any other knights to send on this quest. If you are found wanting in any of these virtues, the Grail will be denied to you, and your kingdom will turn to ashes and dust. Of course, you could just get Indy to do it for you, but, that would take effort on my part, and I'm not going to summon him to this time period. I will watch over you and speak to you, though I will be with you only in spirit, not body. It'll be kinda creepy, but you'll get used to it, don't worry. Alright, you can stop moving your lips now. That's fine. Don't think I have to. Do I have to? Oh, I guess I did have to press something. 'Tis the floor plan of your stronghold, Camelot. Waste no time in preparing for your vital mission, my lord. Not that it looks like a 6th century Celtic fortress, but, hey. It is a heavy wood and metal door. It is a bed, of course. Even a king must sometimes sleep alone when the queen is indisposed. A three-armed Celtic symbol adorns your rug, perhaps a reminder of the threefold great goddess of creation, life, and death. Although why there's a mention of a threefold great goddess, I don't know, considering that you're a Christian. From these windows you see the outer wall of Camelot and the hills, fields, and forest beyond. Of course, technically, the bases of Arthur were probably not Christian. Unfortunately, you cannot see the queen's bower from here. Rumor in the palace says that she placed her bower deliberately out of your sight, but that is only a rumor. Upon this shield is the red dragon, in token of your surname, Pendragon, which comes from the Welsh words meaning supreme war chief. I should look that up. You received your sword, Excalibur, from the Lady in the Lake. By her blessings, may it serve you well. Your mail tunic is made of overlapping metal scales. Wait, that would mean it's not mail, wouldn't it? A design copied from Roman cavalry armor. Your purse remains where you last put it, upon your table. Alright, let's go ahead and get purse. And since we clearly need to get our armor, you cannot wear armor over your court clothes. Your traveling clothes are in the south corner of your room. Oh, okay. Change clothes. How wise of you! Why, thank you. I appreciate your compliment, Merlin. That looks much the same, it's just purple now. That was quite impressive, Arthur, that you put it on like a jacket, rather than over your head. Alright, now you can go, that's fine. There's nothing of import here. To you here, and urgent matters await you elsewhere. This is the Lady's Tower, and you have no business there at the moment whatsoever. Can I look at anything? Can you look at anything else? No, it does not appear to be that you can. Often Guinevere may be found here, in the Queen's Bower. Surely I could just get a tower and be able to look around. You cannot actually see in from here, but I believe it is a lady's sewing room inside. Hardly of interest to you. I don't know, maybe I'm interested in sewing. They are dying from the curse upon Camelot. The bushes are dying from the curse upon Camelot. The fountain has run dry like most of Camelot's water. There is only one rose left in your garden, but I have no doubt she would be glad for you to have it. I was actually trying to look at myself, not the bushes. Or whatever. If there is any news of Lancelot, Guinevere is bound to know it. Oh, well, that's handy. Alright, Guinevere. Oh, it's so nice that you just stand in my presence, being that I am the king. Can I bow? Mysterious request. Try to rephrase it more clearly. Okay, let's ask about... let's ask about the flower first.
It is the last and most beautiful of my red roses. It would please me if you took it as a token of my love.
Okay. Take rose. Why, thank you.
Wear it next to your heart. In time of need, it will guide you through danger if you recite the message of the rose.
Oh, I'm sure you won't need that. You have me to protect you after all, Arthur.
We are just good friends. However, it is true that I was the last person to talk to him before he went seeking the Grail. He said he would seek information from the Lady of the Lake.
Well, that's handy.
The watery tart?
Let's, ask about Gawain. Do you know any...
If I knew the least thing, I would gladly tell you.
Can you tell me about myself?
I would gladly speak more, but I beg you to not delay another moment in beginning your mission.
How about Merlin? Oh, fine, be that way. I don't think there's anything else I can,
do here anyway. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get started on our journey. I'm sure there's nothing else that we need to do in the castle anyway.
This is the outer courtyard, adjacent to the stables.
Excuse me, coming through.
King here. Out of my way. I'm glad you stayed out of my way, you stupid guards. Open the gate. Certainly, as soon as you have a horse under you, as common sense would require.
Oh, all right. I'll go get a horse.
Your war horse is trained to be mounted from the left side.
Stupid precision. There we go. Come along, donkey. Excellent. Let's go.
Oh, God! It is terribly unwise to start a sacred mission without the blessings of the gods.
Damn it. Well, fine. We'll have to go do that. We'll have to figure out where the chapel is.
The guards stand at attention in your presence. He does not look happy about being chosen for this mission, nor about carrying your pack of provisions. Your horse is a sturdy and well-trained stallion, bred to be steady in danger and battle.
Maybe one of these guards will know something about Lancelot.
I have no news of him, my lord.
Disappointed in you, guards. I expected more from you. Why did you turn around? Silly Arthur. Alright, well, let's go up here, then. This will just wander around the castle.
There's nothing of import to you here, and urgent matters await you elsewhere.
Alright, fine. What about in this tower?
Here is your treasury.
Well, that's handy. Let's look around.
He's a powerfully built man, well able to defend this tower and your treasure. Heed his advice. There is gold in the jar on the right. There is silver in the middle jar. There is copper in the leftmost jar. The chests contain gems and jewels set in gold and silver, plates and goblets of gold and silver, and other such fine items. Why you don't sell them to help your people, I don't know. There are bundles that are stored here. Aye, 'tis a torch.
Now, look at anything else.
They lead down to the main floor of Camelot.
Well, that's good. Alright, ask about man. What is your name, man?
I wish I could tell you something useful, my lord. You've forgotten my name after years of service? Ah, you are having a joke. Ha ha ha! I'm just known as Treasurer.
Let's ask about gold.
Each jar before me is filled with coins, one with gold coins, one with silver coins, and one with copper coins.
Alright, what about the bundles?
Those bundles belong to Sir Gawain. They are all his worldly possessions, which he left in my keeping, for I was the last man to see him ere he left.
Oh, well, let's, tell me about, Gawain.
I was last to see Sir Gawain. He made sure to take copper coins along with silver and gold. He told me he planned to search for the Grail in the ruins of Glastonbury Tor.
Oh, okay.
That is the last that I, or any man, has heard of him.
My vassals are pretty feeble, aren't they? Is there anything else that we can ask about? I don't think so. What about Merlin? Okay, no. Let's give purse. Give purse. Thank you, game.
Thank you, my lord. I shall fill it according to your wishes.
Get. Not sure if it's has to be done in a certain order, but get gold coins. Seriously? I am terrible at typing.
You now have gold coins, my lord.
Get silver coins.
There are silver coins in your purse.
Alright, get copper coins.
I have given you copper coins, my lord.
Get purse.
Here it is, my lord, as you command.
Well, let's see. Open purse. I have 5 gold coins, 10 silver coins, and 15 copper coins. Hopefully I have enough of what I need. Let's take a look at our inventory. No, let's just draw sword. Inventory. You're carrying purse and rose. Ah, it's a nice looking purse. Ah, it's a pretty looking rose. I bet it has its thorns, though. Every rose has its thorns. Alright, let's go into this little tower here. This is really not a Celtic castle at all.
You've granted possession of this small tower room to me, where only the brave dare to tread, and even then with caution.
Well, luckily, you like me, so there's probably nothing wrong with me looking around.
It is a lovely but empty pot. Here I conduct my delicate experiments in alchemy. The table is covered with beakers and flasks. It is a map of the Summerlands, as your kingdom is often known. Cornwall to the west, and some lands beyond, including the island of Eyrie. Not sure exactly how that's supposed to be pronounced, actually. However, you should study it very closely before you leave and determine where your search for the Grail should take you. I dry herbs for both medicinal and culinary purposes. If you truly wish to know more, please feel free to ask me about them. That is a small dragon's skull and a large crystal on top of the shelves.
That actually looks like I was actually clicking on the amphora. But okay.
My books fill the shelves below. The other objects are no affair of yours.
But I want to know.
That is my sword, and perfectly ordinary. My weapons are of a less physical nature. I am sure you have seen enough candles in your life to realize that mine are no different.
Are they? I don't know that they are.
The scroll is written in ancient Aramaic, which I am attempting to decipher. It seems to be a dissertation upon the value of mules.
That sounds handy.
Aye, that is where I study my scrolls and books. This rug contains mystic symbols, primarily the pentacle.
I don't know that I've ever heard it called a pentacle. I'll have to check to see if that's actually the correct term for that.
The 5-pointed star, because it is made of a single unbroken line, it affords strong protection from spirits who cannot find a place to enter it.
I guess corners don't count?
That is my personal chest. I keep various odds and ends in there. Look inside if you like. In the center is a labarum, the symbol of Mithras. The circle with the descending cross is the symbol of Venus.
Oh, what about that symbol down there, or that symbol up there? Let's see what else.
From either window you see the grounds and outer bastion of Camelot.
Is there anything else that I can look at?
There is a decorative pattern in the small rug.
Alright, well, let's ask about our knights.
He's very popular among your guards, and they would be first to hear rumor of him. I believe the treasurer is a good friend of Sir Gawain and would have the latest news, if any.
What about Lancelot?
I do not wish to be indelicate, but the queen might be the best person to ask.
What are you saying? What are you saying, Merlin? I should beat you up. I guess we could try to talk to Wizard. See if he says anything different.
Surely you would not dream of beginning a journey of such magnitude without the blessings of the gods. See to this, then return.
They're just the gods. What can they really do? Other than crush my skull with the portcullis. What about the skull?
It is a skull of a small dragon, a gift from St. George.
Really? What about the crystal?
It is simply a large and beautiful chunk of quartz, nothing more. Or is it?
Alright. Can I look map? There we go. Use arrows to move or select with the mouse. Press F6 to exit. Britannia Australis, 800 AD. Oh, come on. We know that Arthur wasn't around in 800 AD.
Heartland Point. The original name of this place was the Headland of Hercules, from a legend that Hercules did battle there with British giants. Another legend says that Saint Nectan, a Welsh hermit, had his head cut off by robbers, but he carried his head to his well and dropped it in. Foxgloves grew wherever his blood fell. Braunton. Many miracles dealing with animals are connected to Saint Brannock, who reportedly sailed from Wales to in a stone coffin. A sow and piglets showed him where to establish his chapel. He used wild deer to pull his plough and taught the natives how to till soil. He brought back to life a cow which had been stolen from him, killed and dismembered, but at his call it reassembled itself and returned to give him milk for the rest of its life. Then couldn't he have... I don't know why he didn't bring it back to life again the second time, but, you know, that's what happens. Totnes. Long ago a Trojan warrior named Brutus arrived and named this place Totnes. The story goes that he said, "Here I am, and here I rest, and this town shall be called Totnes." He subdued 2 giants, Gog and Magog, and made them stand guard at his palace. Brutus is considered the legendary founder of London. Exeter. Just outside this city is a well and a chapel dedicated to Saint Sidwell. Sidwell was a girl who had inherited some land and her stepmother wanted. The stepmother hired 2 men to kill the girl as she prayed in a field. They cut off her head with scythes. The spring gushes forth from the place where her head fell. I love all these gruesome stories about saints. Shapwick. Saint Indractus, along with his sister Drusa and other pilgrims, were passing through here on their way back to Ireland from Rome. They were carrying bags of seed corn to give to the poor. Saxon outlaws murdered them, thinking their bags were filled with gold. The crime was discovered when a beam of light shone for 3 days and 3 nights upon the burial pit. Confronted with their deed, the Saxons went mad and destroyed one another. Halstock, a pious woman, Saint Juthware, would open her house to pilgrims on their way to a nearby shrine. This so enraged her brother that he took up his sword and cut off her head. The story says that Juthware picked up her own head and carried it to the local altar before she finally died.
Did I look at this one? Yes, I did.
Glastonbury Tor. This hill has been revered for countless centuries.
I've been there.
To the Celts it was Innis Witrin, the island of glass, so called because the lands around it were often flooded. It is also said that Joseph of Arimathea, who supervised the burial of Jesus, brought the Grail here, and that where he struck his staff into the ground, a holy thorn tree grew. Many religious orders have since come and gone and left their ruins behind. To reach the Tor now, one must travel through the forest perilous. Camelot, you are here, my lord, as surely you know.
Do I really? Am I? I don't know.
Southampton, the legend goes that Sir Bevis, a hero of long ago, killed the evil giant Ascapart here. This is also the port from which one would take ship to sail to all parts of the known world. Modest Stone. Upon the Isle of Wight, Druid priests are reputed to have sacrificed white bulls. In this place are two great stones, an upright stone representing their god and a horizontal stone representing their goddess. Modest Stone means the Speaker's Stone. Winchester. I have heard tell that St. Swithin, the Bishop of Winchester, is a performer of miracles. One story has come to my ears that he saw a poor woman on her way to a market with a basket of eggs. She bumped into a monk and all her eggs were broken. St. Swithin took pity upon her and made the eggs whole again. Or so they say.
Of course, she probably would have called them iron.
St. Leonard's Forest. It is said that here the holy hermit St. Leonard did slay a most fearsome dragon. Where the saint's blood fell upon the ground, lilies of the valley sprouted and flourished in his honor. Windsor. These fertile hunting grounds have long been protected by Cernunnos, Celtic god of the underworld. He has large stag's antlers upon his head and wears a golden torque about his neck. Otmoor. Though the waters of the moor are not deep, they are reputed to have healing powers. This is where the Lady of the Lake currently dwells. Her wisdom and power rivals my own.
But, you know, she's a woman, so it doesn't matter.
Avebury.
I've been there, too.
On this site stands the largest of the stone circles, the remains of an ancient place of worship. It is surrounded by a bank and ditch with a diameter of 1,400 feet. The circle is formed of almost 100 megaliths, some weighing up to 60 tons. Bath. Over 800 years before the birth of Christ, Prince Bladud, son of a king, contracted the dread disease of leprosy. Unable to remain in human company, he turned to tending swine, but they too caught the disease, although I don't think it actually is contractable by swine. I'll have to check my medical dictionaries on that. One day the swine ran wild and plunged into the dark, foul-smelling waters of a bog. When Bladud pulled them out, he discovered that the waters had healed both the animals and himself. The healing waters of Bath are famous to this day. Keynsham. A 6th century Prince of Wales named Braglan had a daughter named Cain. She came to a town wherein the Lord gave her a piece of land that she might preach Christianity, but the land was heavily infested with large venomous snakes. She at once turned the snakes into stone, although she probably should have turned them into sticks with a spell called Snakes to Sticks, but I don't know why she didn't use that. She was remembered as St. Keen, and the town is named after her. It looks like that's about it that you can look at on this map. Okay, press F6 to exit. Can I look at more than just Britannia? No, apparently not. Alrighty, well, I think in the next episode we will piss off Merlin the Wizard. See you next time, everyone.